Hello everybody, this is Tyler here once again from the Other Games channel, and today I'm going to be showcasing the entire set of the Sesame Street Wave 3 blind boxes by Super7. So these came out back in February of this year, and ironically enough it came out before Wave 2 was released, so that kind of threw a lot of people off. The fact that not only was it called Wave 3, but the fact that like 3 out of the 4 characters in this wave were also in Wave 1, so it kind of made people being like, well, why would I even bother doing this when there's like, when 3 out of the 4 characters have already been released before? Well, in this video, I'm going to bring up the differences between the Wave 3 variants and what we've had before. So, to start off, we got one of the characters that was in Wave 1 of the blind boxes, that being Bert, right there. And his rarity is 3 and 12, so in a full case of 12, there are going to be 3 of him in there. So, that's him. And he relatively looks the same as the Bert figure from before, but with one small little difference, and that being the color of his pants, as you can see right here. So, the Bert we've had before has had darker colored pants, but this Wave 3 Bert has a lighter color for his pants. So, that's like the only noticeable difference between the two Berts, so that's something to keep in mind if you guys want to go for these figures yourself. So that may be, some people may be like, oh, that's different enough for me to want to get them, but other people are going to be like, yeah, no, probably not. So here's Bert's accessory. Now the accessory's not different from the other Berts. Same pigeon, not much different about that. There's the pigeon. I don't know why the camera's not focusing on the background for some reason. I mean, that's fine. Anyways, so, of course, can't have Bert without having his friend Ernie. So there's Ernie, and just like Bert, his rarity is also 3 and 12. And very similar story to Bert. So Ernie looks relatively the same as his previous figure. He even comes with Rubber Ducky as an accessory, which that hasn't changed from last time. And kind of the exact opposite of Bert, actually. So Bert got lighter colored pants, while Ernie got darker colored pants. So the Ernie figure that was released before had bright blue pants, but now he has like dark blue pants in Wave 3. So pretty noticeable difference, although subtle at the same time. I wouldn't say it's that noticeable of a difference, but yep, if you just take a few seconds to look, you're like, yeah, there is a bit of a difference. Alright, moving on to a character that actually wasn't released in the blind boxes before, and definitely the figure I was looking forward to the most when I saw Wave 3, that being Guy Smiley right here, the game show host character of Sesame Street, looking fabulous. And his rarity is 2 and 12, so there's only going to be 2 of him in a full case. So, difference between him and There already was a Guy Smiley figure that was released in Wave 2 of the regular reaction figures, but that one had like a darker colored jacket, while this one over here has a lighter colored jacket. So I will still eventually plan on getting the other Guy Smiley figure at some point. So there he is, and his accessory is this loaf of bread. So this accessory, from what I assume, I don't have the figure yet, but I'm assuming this loaf of bread's not different from the other Guy Smiley figure from before, so that's Guy Smiley and his bread. See if I can, there we go, try to make sure it doesn't fall down. There's the bread. And now the last 2 figures we have are 2 more variants of a character that was previously released before in the first wave of the blind boxes, that being everybody's favorite curmudgeon, Oscar the Grouch. Now, this is the regular one that was in Wave 3. Now, this difference is a little bit more noticeable than the Bert and Ernie ones, but so this Oscar right here, I guess you could kind of say it's the less detailed, like the not so much detailed variant of Oscar, because the one from like Wave 1 of the blind boxes, which is also the same one that was used in Wave 2 of the regular figures, had a lot more detail, more like the trash can had like a more aluminum look to it, and Oscar had some bits of dirt around here. So yeah, this is the Wave 3 Oscar, and his rarity is 2 and 12. And just like the other Oscar figures, it comes with Slimy. Not much different about that. And then the last figure is the mystery figure of the case, that being the mystery variant of Oscar the Grouch. Probably the coolest figure in the whole collection, so essentially just a glittery variant of Oscar the Grouch. Looks absolutely gorgeous. And probably can't tell it very well on camera, but Slimy also has a bit of shine to him as well. Now, interesting thing about the mystery Oscar is that he doesn't have a rarity on the box, but through a process of elimination, I'm just going to predict that this Oscar figure is 2 in 12. And to further prove my evidence, on Super7's website listing for the Wave 3 blind box full case, they do say, let's see, 3 Berts, 3 Ernies, 2 Guy Smileys, 2 Oscars, 2 mystery Oscars. So that further proves my theory about the mystery Oscar being 2 in 12. So yep, pretty short video, but that was the entirety of the third wave of the blind boxes for Sesame Street. As if they're doing a wave 4, I would assume they're probably going to take a break from doing the Sesame Street blind boxes for the time being, since, well, I mean, look at wave 3. The fact that 3 out of the 4 characters have already been released before. I think you need to release like a few more waves of regular figures before you decide to do another blind box set, just to give us some different characters, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we do have other Sesame Street stuff from Super7, like Wave 4 came out not too long ago, which I said before I plan on getting those figures at some point and doing a video showcasing them. Alright, anyways, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to get these figures yourself, they should still be available on Super7's website, whether you're getting individual boxes or getting a full case, just so you get the full set. So, yeah. Another thing to bring up about this before I go, it's interesting that there's no 1 in 12 figures in this wave. So, if you get a full case, you're basically getting like 2 of everybody, and then I guess an extra Bert and Ernie as well. So, stay tuned for more content to come on this channel, and yep, this is Tyler from the Other Games channel, signing out.